welcome to Zuba's Wealth Lab, a space where we encourage creating wealth fearlessly and always talk real world finance. So, this morning we are going to be talking about something that stresses way too many people out, and that is the holidays. Unfortunately, at least I am, as I've gotten older, have come to associate the holidays with stress, and that's because of the financial strain that the holidays come with. And so this morning, we're just going to talk real quick about how to take the stress of the holidays from a 10 down to a 2 while still enjoying your family, your peace, and your pockets. Okay? So the holidays are beautiful. They are. Hi, welcome to Zabas Wealth Lab, a space where we talk reward finance and creating wealth fearlessly. And so this morning we are going to be talking about something that stresses way too many people out, and that's the holidays. Unfortunately, as at least as I've gotten older, I have come to associate the holidays with stress, and that's because of the financial burden that the holidays put on us, on our wallets, on my budget. But the holidays should be beautiful, and the pressure to spend, to give, to host, to travel, to show up financially should not be that much. Like, we deserve to enjoy the holidays without really stressing about it. So this morning we're going to talk about how we take the holiday stress from a 10 to a 2 while still enjoying family and peace and pockets. Okay? And so we're going to start with why the holiday stresses our wallets. There are 5 hidden pressure points we do not consider or don't recognize or just don't think about. The first one is emotional obligation, because we want to impress, we want to keep up, we want to avoid disappointing loved ones. Second one is last minute spending. It adds 20 to 40% easy to most people's holiday budgets because we haven't planned ahead of time. I can confidently say, let me see, today's the 25th. I have finished my Christmas shopping. Started early. I always start in the middle of the year when there are sales, like Amazon and Walmart will do media sales. By then, I have made my holiday list. And if there is anything else I need to buy towards Christmas, it's not as much. It might be one or two, but the bulk of my holiday shopping tends to happen before Thanksgiving because I'm taking advantage of deals and of things. Because last minute spending just adds a ton of money to your expense already. There is social pressure when it comes to like Secret Santa and co-workers and church groups and family expectations. So there is the social pressure to show up. There are travel costs with flights and gas and food and outfits and things you take when traveling. And there is the lifestyle creep where we are buying things that we think will create memories, but we forget. Memories cost time, not money. We need to spend time making memories and not spending money. And so, if there is any of these that is the hardest for you, any of the 5 hidden pressure points we've talked about, feel free to put it in the comment section and share and let's discuss. If there is any that hasn't been mentioned, feel free to share that as well. But let's talk strategy now. Let's talk the peace over present strategy. So I talk about that because you cannot enjoy the holiday while your budget is on life support, right? You need to be at peace. Your finances need to be well for you to be able to enjoy the holidays. Otherwise, you're always going to be stressing about what's happening with your wallet. So step by step, you want to start before you spend $1 by setting your total holiday budget. If you've already started spending money, before you spend an additional dollar, figure out what the rest of your budget is. If you haven't spent any money, then set your total holiday budget. Forget the individual categories, just pick one number that covers everything. Let that number match your reality, not your Instagram feed, not what you want it to be, but what's real. If you can only afford $500, let it be $500. If you're aspiring for 1,000, you will get to 1,000 one day, but right now make your budget what's real. Identify your non-negotiable joys. Ask yourself what actually brings you joy during the holidays, not what do other people expect, but what actually brings you joy. Then prioritize people over purchases. So make a list of important people, not expected people. So that's your permission to skip your second cousin and your co-worker and the people you barely know. Set spending caps. So $10 gift, $20 gifts. You might have tiers. Some people get $10, some people get $20. It depends on what fits your total budget. But your cap is your protection when you are buying gifts, that you don't spend above all of that. And then communicate early and let family members know what time you want. Oh, I'm doing a cap this year. This is my amount for gifts. Or, I'm not really doing expensive gifts. Or I'm not doing gifts at all this year. I'm just doing experiences. People who love you will respect the boundaries you have set when you speak early and you speak clearly. Okay. Next strategy is just a few hacks that don't feel cheap. It's not boring advice like don't buy anything. Just it's smart, it's stylish, but it's also a peaceful financial move. Gift bundles instead of individual gifts. Go to Dollar Tree, Burlington, TJ Maxx. Build thoughtful bundles. Like you can pick a notebook and pick a candle and pick a mug and make it a bundle. At the most, it might cost you $12 total, $10, $12. You haven't spent that much, but it's also a really thoughtful gift. Use cashback extensions like Rakuten, where they have different cashback percentages every single, I believe it's weekly. So at the top of the week, you want to check to see what is going on. So for example, let's see, today, let's see if you'll see it if I bring this close to the camera. AliExpress, it's 10%. They're giving 10% of cashback if you shop through, this is Rakuten that I'm using. Instacart is 2%, Temu is 6%, was 2, Target is 1. So the lowest tends to be 1%, but you can search for stores or search for items. And is this Sam's Club? Let me see. Yeah, that's Sam's Club. So today Sam's Club is up to 12%. Let me see. There we go. Sam's Club is up to 12%. So use something like Rakuten or Honey to get cash back on your purchases. That is one way to save yourself some money. Regift, if you have new items in the house that are just sitting, you got as gifts, but you haven't used, will not use, not sure you will use, you can regift. To me, that's not cheap. That's a way of saving money. Start a family grab bag where everybody picks one person. It's not necessarily a secret Santa because everybody knows who they've picked. And that way you get to buy a gift for one person as opposed to buying a gift for everybody. So that's something to think about. Choose experiences over items. Do game nights, do movie nights, do a potluck brunch, cooking making, memory photos. All of these cost less, and let's be honest, they mean more. And then when it comes to shopping for kids, don't buy the whole store for children. There's a rule of 3. Either get them something they want that you can afford, get them something they actually need that they will use, or get them something to wear. They don't need 43 gifts to feel loved. Like, just out of those 3, pick one. It's either something they will wear, something they actually need, or something they want that you can afford. And so if there is a hack that you're going to try, or another hack you've thought of, feel free to mention it in the comment section. And then let's talk holiday travel. You want to make sure you're traveling smart, not traveling broke. So I'm gonna pop this in. Here we go. So travel smart, not travel broke. Travel is where people lose money the fastest. And so here are some quick travel stress relievers. My favorite, all-time favorite travel hack: book your flight for the midweek, Tuesdays or Wednesdays, because they are the cheapest days for flights. Now the weekends, those are the most expensive, and not the beginning of the week because people are coming back, but Tuesdays or Wednesdays because most people don't travel in the middle of the week. Fly with only a personal item if you can afford to, because airlines are now charging for check-in. Some airlines will not charge for carry-ons but will charge for check-in, so you can do a carry-on and a personal item. But if you can, pack light if you can afford to. Now there are some tickets that still come with a free check-in luggage, and that's fine. But if that particular airline is not offering it, then think about that. Try the alternate airport trick. Small airports can be dramatically cheaper. So think about going through smaller airports And then cook more, eat out less, because during the holidays, restaurants are charging holiday prices out here, and in this economy, that is not funny at all. Like, restaurants, sometimes they double prices, sometimes they might as well double it how expensive it is. So consider cooking more and eating out less during this period. And if cooking is not really your thing, there are really simple recipes you can toss in an air fryer and just have a really great dish, or in the microwave, or a rice pot. I just discovered a very versatile cooking equipment is a rice cooker, an electronic rice pot. It's not just meant for rice. You can do soups in there. You can boil a potato in there. You can cook all kinds of things. I think you can even make bread in a rice cooker. So consider a rice cooker and air fryer. And there are really simple, easy, delicious recipes out there that you can try. And that's for if cooking is not your thing. And finally, you want to protect your peace and wallet from people. Financial boundaries 101. This part right here is going to save you not just financially but emotionally, because the holidays brings out all the requests, right? Can you help me with this bill, or hey, support me X amount of dollars real quick, or lend me so and forth, and when my paycheck, when my situation is settled, I will give you back. And I'll pause here real quick to share something I learned from Judge Judy. I'm a big Judge Judy fan. I watched her court shows a lot growing up, and I picked up a lot of things. But the one thing that has stuck with me when it comes to money and lending is only lend money you can afford to do without. Because either on purpose, or whether it's on purpose or not, there is the possibility that person will not pay you back. And then what? Or you're having to chase them for your money. They're like, well, I can't afford to pay you back, but they're rolling in a brand new car or something. Now you're left stressing emotionally, or emotionally taxing your relationships, or burdening your family with that relationship, because now you're chasing your money. You had the expectation you will get it back. Now you're the bad guy, and on top of that, you don't even have your money. So do not lend money. Only lend amounts you can afford to do without. If something happens, either on purpose or otherwise, and the person cannot pay you back, can you afford to do without that money? So that's something to keep in mind when you're lending money. Here are some phrases you can say just to set financial boundaries. Hey, I can't contribute financially right now, but maybe I can help you in some other way. Or, hey, that's not in my budget this year, which, by the way, my all-time favorite. That's really not in my budget right now. Unfortunately, I can't help you. Or, I'm focusing on financial peace this holiday. Like, for real, I hope you understand. Or, I can help you with time, not money. Those are some common phrases you can say to help you set financial boundaries. And remember, a boundary is not rejection, it's clarity. And anyone who loves you will respect clarity. So make sure you're protecting your wallet. Make sure you're protecting your financial peace this holiday season. Because remember, the holidays should bring joy, not debt. You do not have to buy love. And you deserve a peaceful, financially sound holiday season. So if you want a holiday peace checklist of what we've talked about, I will make it available for download. Feel free to reach out in the comments. And if this live has helped you, if this video has helped you, follow me on YouTube, follow me on TikTok, follow me on Instagram. It's Zobas Wealth Lab at all of them. Share this with someone who needs financial peace this holiday season. So thank you.